What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you guys that haven't joined us yet, welcome to the Authentic Life channel. So today we got something a little more exciting than the last video for you guys, but for Christmas I got some new Baja Designs fog lights, if you will, pods that we're going to install tonight. And as you can see, I'm in my garage right now because it's nice and cold outside. I got a heater pump in so we can stay warm, so that way we're not freezing our butts off and we can actually keep making videos because it's starting to get cold out and we can't really work outside. So with all that, welcome back, let's get rolling. All right, so like I said, we got some Baja Designs lights that we're going to be installing, but check these things out, guys. I got these for Christmas. These things are sweet. There's a sweet sticker to slap on when we're done, but these things are so cool. They're gonna be so bright. I'm actually really excited. And we got the mounts right here as well that are gonna go right here on the hood itself, so it's actually gonna mount underneath and it'll sit right here. But anyway, so we're gonna get everything prepped so we can start doing that, so we can get these installed tonight, and hopefully these things look good. So we'll get these installed and get going. Step one, the cube light mounting brackets. All we need is the left and right bracket and a 13mm socket. That looks relatively easy to do. So what you need to do is go ahead and pop this hood on the truck real quick so we can access those bolts. While we're at it, I'm going to turn this light on so we can actually see a little better because we don't have all that much light. So there's that. Get the hood open. So right here, guys, see this? These two bolts, if you can see them, these are what we're going to undo, and that's where those brackets are going to mount up to. Let's get after it. We'll grab our wrench. We need a 13mm. Hopefully these are in order. Last time they are not in order, matter of fact. Did not get put back properly. Here we go. We've got our 13. Let's get this sucker on there. There, it's on. All right. Okay, yep, that's definitely it. So we're gonna get wrenching. It tells us to, using a marker, mark when the hinge in relation to the chassis for ease of future lamps. So I'm gonna have to go find some sort of Sharpie or some sort of light colored marker that'll show up on this black paint so we can make sure that we realign the hood properly. What we just did, we just loosened this bolt up and I slid this mount in. I haven't done the bottom one yet. I want to try to see if it's possible to tighten this down a little bit so I don't lose the placement, because I'm doing this by myself. It says it's recommended to have someone help you. So I'm gonna see if I can do it myself by putting one side in, tightening it enough, loosening this one down here, and then sliding it in after. So I'm gonna see if I can get that done. All right, that says that took 3 minutes. That's not bad. So we have one side installed. I can't tell, it looks like it's rubbing up against the paint a little, so I might have to do some sort of adjustments, but that looks pretty good. I'm gonna put it down and have a look. Much better. I had to adjust it and push it down a little bit just so it wasn't sitting on the paint because, yeah, well, I already kind of scratched my hood, so that's cool. So when you're doing this, guys, make sure you are very careful because you can definitely scratch your hood pretty good, so make sure you do it the right way. So that was actually relatively simple, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and put this other one on. I'm gonna mark it up just like I did, follow the exact same procedure. Again, super easy, so we can get these things installed. These things are so cool. Look how pretty they are. Can't wait to get them. I'm hoping we can get them tonight. We'll go test them out. But again, these are the brackets, and super easy to install. I think the longest part of this whole thing is gonna be putting these in, getting the wires all figured out and wired up. So I think that's gonna be a most difficult thing, but we'll get it done. So let me get this other side on and we'll get rolling on the lights. So that should do it. We got both of these installed. Hopefully I got that aligned up right again. I closed the hood to check it before showing you guys, but I'm gonna close it real quick so we can at least try to mount these lights. So here you can see the mounts. They don't touch the hood anymore. I mean, they're close. They're definitely close, that's for damn sure. I honestly might have to, I don't know, cut this or something to see if it will sit in there better, because it's definitely pushing up against it. So I might have to mess with that a little, but we've got them installed. I want to start messing with the lights and see how it goes. So looks here like we got to put these together still. We got to put the mounts on these lights. So we're gonna test this out and see how it goes and see if we can get these together, and at least put one on to make sure it does work with these things. That was pretty quick. I just have it on there loose right now, but that went together super easy. What I want to do is get this thing all together and then put it on here, because I want to make sure that this screw is not touching my hood, or if these things need a shim or something like that, because I just definitely don't want scratches. So we're gonna see what we can do. We're having a slight problem. When you open the hood, the bolt rubs against the hood, and we definitely don't want that. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure if you can see it, I actually put this part, you know, in front of this, thinking that's probably the best way to do it, but I might actually have to take this off and put it behind the actual hood mount itself. That seems like it might be the only way for it to actually clear. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. That's what's taking us so long. All right, so yesterday, 2 days ago, we were working on it, and I actually ended up scratching the paint quite a bit from those mounts. So what I thought I was gonna do was return it and get something else, but figured another solution out. So we're gonna get some rubber things for it so we can actually mount it. But I don't know if you guys can see down here. It's probably very difficult to see. So see that little nipple on top of that like grommet looking thing? We're gonna cut that off, and on the inside we're gonna cut another hole so we can feed this wire through the firewall to get inside. So that's the step we're on right now. We're gonna do that before putting these LED pods back on to make sure we can get that done first, and then I'll keep you guys updated. All right, not sure if you guys can see that very well. There's a hole up here. I don't know if it's like a pre-ready hole, but we had to put a hole, basically had to cut an X in it type of deal, and a slit, and then on the other side we had to cut off this little nipple. But anyways, we're feeding this wire for the switch through there so we can connect these. So the switch is through the firewall now. We had to take these end pieces off. We're gonna put them back on, and then we're gonna zip tie or self-tap screw it up under here so it's hidden away. Then the rest is basically just pretty simple, putting everything back on and making sure we have those little rubber pieces so that the pods don't scratch anything else. And I got my dad helping. He always tells me to say I because it's my project, but he's helping me, so it's a we. But we should be done here in hopefully about an hour. So we're trying to make this as clean as possible. Here's where we have the wire so far. We actually just took out these pins right here, and we just zip tied it up underneath, and we're gonna self-tap one in the middle there so it looks super clean and like it's from the factory. But so far everything's going well, and this is looking really good. So I'm actually super excited. We should be done here shortly with this. Then we'll slap on the mounts with the bolts. That might take a few minutes, but then we'll be done with it, and we'll go test these suckers out. All right, didn't film the last little bit because we ended up deciding that this still wasn't a good idea. No matter what we did, it was still gonna scratch the hood and mess this up. So we ended up putting them down, hold on, to the light, or to my bumper here, where I was gonna do a 20-inch light bar, but instead what I'm gonna do now is just these two pods, and I'm gonna put a 10-inch amber light bar right here. But we ended up going ahead and doing that instead because we didn't want to scratch the hood. So, I mean, you can't really see it. You can turn them on real quick. I mean, it's bright, but we're gonna go out and test them outside before anything else. All right, guys, you probably can't see me all that well, but we got this done. It definitely wasn't ideal. I definitely wanted them up here. That was really the whole idea of getting these pods and putting them up on these A-pillars over here. But I just don't like the fact that no matter what I did, it was gonna scratch my hood. Poor design by that company. I'm not gonna like name names on them, but if you want me to, I can drop down in the description so you know which ones not to buy if you decide to go this route. But they turned out pretty good, even though they're in my bumper. Just a lot more wiring that I had to run underneath. So, you know, with adding a light bar, it's gonna be a lot more wire. But I'm gonna test these out. I'm gonna adjust them real fast so you guys can see. Probably won't be that great of a video, but we'll see what we can get. All right, so I just jumped out and I adjusted them up. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna go somewhere where you can, where I can get out of the car and shine them so you can see how bright they are. But after this car drives by, we'll see how much it lights up. Of course, they would be going exactly where I'm gonna light them up. Let's see. As soon as they turn, give it a second. Of course, they're not turning. All right, guys, 1 second. I don't wanna be blinding random people. They would be coming this way right now. It is 10 o'clock at night. And of course, there's another car coming. So we'll let it go by real quick and then we'll light them up. All right, car's going by. You guys probably can't really tell. Well, I guess you can. It actually brights up pretty good. I probably need to adjust them a little more. They go out a little wide, but let's go, let's cruise down the street to a darker spot. Well, here we are. I know they don't look quite as bright in the videos. That's probably gonna blind someone, so I probably should point them down a little bit. But there they are, guys. I mean, it does a pretty good job. You can also see the yellow lights in there as well. You probably can't see me all that well, or maybe you can because that's so freaking bright, but these are done. Super sick. I'll be so cool and so excited to actually get that amber light bar in. These are the, again, Baja Design Sports. This is a very long video. It was meant to be kind of an install video, but those things are sweet. I definitely dig them, and the light that they put out. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I think I'm gonna be blind by the time I'm done recording this, but you guys are awesome. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next video. Peace.